Okay, I gotta tell you guys another short little story here. This will be a short one. I met Bernard Purdie. It was really cool. On my website, if you go to jeffindike.com and you go to the photo gallery, I don't know who it was that took the picture, but somebody took a picture of me, my cousin Jay, and Bernard Purdie. I'm not sure if I was on the left or the right. That guy is cool. But let me tell you a little bit about the story of something that happened that I thought was kind of comical, and it was really cool, and I think Mr. Purdie really appreciated it. Five Towns College hosted it was kind of a drum clinic. It wasn't really a drum clinic. It was like more right of a Bernard Purdie kid, you know, and there was a really funky bass player and a really funky guitar player that played with him. You know, they accompanied him. I don't remember these guys' names. They were two on-staff teachers at Five Towns. And, I remember Bobby Rondinelli was there. There were a couple of other guys there. I went with Mitch. I don't know if Karen Feder made it. But in any event, I don't think Peter was there. I don't think Rick was there. Not that many people knew about it. It wasn't like a big giant crowd. But so Bernard Purdie played, and in one of his instructional videos, Bernard Purdie made a statement, which is probably true, that he is one of the most recorded drummers of all time. He's recorded, right? I think he was saying, right, it was thousands and thousands of recordings that he was on. And if you go back, right, in his discography, is that what they call it? His history of albums, right, that he's made. He originally played around on all of Aretha Franklin's records, but he did a lot of other records. He invented the Purdie Shuffle, which, by the way, was kind of the basis, right, for the beat that the late great Jeff Porcaro did in Rosanna, and John Bonham did in Fool in the Rain. That sort of and then the rock beat under it. Which, by the way, right, I cannot cut. I've never been able to cut that thing. I don't know why. It's one of those rules that I can't get. Ryan, right, the drum manager over at St. Ash, he can cut it. I don't know. I really can't cut that. I think what it has to do with it is I never had a strong enough right hand to keep these going for the whole length of 2 or 3 minute song. But in any event, and so anyway, let me tell you a little bit about the event. Was really cool. But Purdie talked about a little bit about the essence of playing in the pocket and in the groove. And he has like an instructional video out. It's a long, long time ago. But it's really cool, right, because he kind of goes through the basis of how to play groove. And so his main thing, right, during the clinic, his main emphasis, which I think is really, really important, is if you want to work, right, as a drummer and be successful as a drummer, you have to really, really concentrate on your groove. That's the main thing. Now, Purdie does a lot of interesting little things inside of his grooves. But Bernard Purdie is not like a soloist. Say, right, like Buddy Rich or Louis Bellson or Wacko or those guys. But the thing is right, Purdie's made a lot more records because of the fact that he's more of like a big beat in the pocket drummer. That's the way that I play. I'm not a great soloist, but I do solos, but usually my solos are usually a combination of rhythm and then kind of reacting to that. But that's the way that I play. Everybody has like a certain way of playing. If you listen to Frank Bellucci, now there's a guy that can play a solo. But everybody has their thing. But then if you ask Frank to play a groove, he's excellent at that as well. So he's like an all-round great drummer. So the emphasis that Bernard said was that if you're going to work and you want to be hired by people, You have to play in the pocket, and you have to really, really groove. And so when he played, I have it on tape. I can't believe I was able to tape it. It wasn't a really good quality of recording. I used an old-fashioned cassette machine, but I have the tape, and I listen to it every now and then. It's really, really good. It wasn't really that good quality, and I certainly wouldn't take the liberty to post it on YouTube, without his permission. But it wasn't good enough quality. But I enjoy it myself. If you guys ever want to hear it, and you're friends with me, I'll bring it down with a cassette machine. Nobody uses cassettes anymore, but I'll let you hear a little bit of it, for $50. I'm just kidding. No, I'd be happy to let you hear it. But if you try to steal it from me, I won't be happy about that. Nah, nobody's going to steal it from me. But anyway, so here's the thing that happened that was really, really cool. I respected his playing. It was so cool the way he just kind of in that groove. Yeah, and when he plays, he just has such emotion. He kind of ha! Oh, I like that. He says when he's kind of doing a really, really cool groove, he goes oh, I like the way I played that. He's just so happy in his groove. He's one of the happiest drummers. I try to be happy like that, just when I'm playing, I just feel so glad I'm playing. It's a happy kind of thing. But anyway, let me tell you what, let me turn this thing on. By the way, the reason why I do my commentaries on the treadmill is this, I can't stand doing this, I'm not here, to entertain myself. I'm here to, keep my weight down, keep my cholesterol down, and hopefully be here a few more years, to present some good ideas to you guys, because, you guys don't want to know, right? I was 190 pounds. You don't want to know what I look like then. It was all in my stomach. Picture that, right? Because I'm a small guy, and now I'm right about 140, 45. I haven't weighed this, so I'm in good shape as a result of doing this. I call this a torture chamber. I'm not going to tell you what gym I'm at, right? Because I don't want anybody to fly me. Just kidding. But listen, so here's the final part of the story. Purdy did the performance, and it was mesmerizing. It was so cool. And I was sitting maybe 10 feet of him, And I remember Bobby Rondinelli asked him a couple of really cool questions, because Bobby, as well as myself, is really a top educator on Long Island. Bobby is a very, very good drum instructor, by the way, and he's very intelligent. He's a really good drummer. He played with Rainbow. A little different of a style, but he was there. And, Bobby's the kind of guy that always goes to a lot of clinics. Bobby, if you're out there, I hope you're doing good, man. Bobby's a great drummer, man. But anyway, so the clinic ended, and I was going right into I happened to be going into the loo. And I usually, use the stall. I just like to use the stall. I prefer using the stall. So I'm in the stall, and I'm going to the loo. And when I came out, Mr. Purdy is in the loo, And so you know what I said? I thought this was really cool. And it's probably the coolest thing that I ever said. And it's the coolest moment that I've ever had in my life with, talking to a celebrity. It was after I think he had the pictures taken of me. Or I don't know, maybe I asked him. But I said to him, Mr. Purdy, I says, if you were to look in the dictionary under the word groove, it would say, to groove, it would say, see Bernard Purdy, no further questions. And that was pretty. I said that to him, and I think he enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. He kind of smiled. Either that or he thought I was freaking crazy. But I think he enjoyed that. I don't know if he remembers that, but I do. And but that's where it's at, man. And then the last final thing that I wanted to say about it is just, he had made a couple of statements that if you're going to work, well, I mentioned this before, but if you're going to do any serious kind of work as a drummer, and you can't groove and you can't play right within that pocket and really supply that good backbeat, of course doing fills, and you know, you want to be able to explode when it's time to explode and show your talent. But if you can't do that, you're not going to work, and nobody's really going to want to hire you. The worst thing that I hear today, well, it's not bad or anything, right? But there's a lot of young guys, right? They put stuff up on the internet. I'm not going to mention any names. Don Famularo once said, the late great, that if you don't have anything nice to say about anybody, don't say it. But no, so I won't mention names, but there are kids up there that are playing unbelievable technique. I mean, they make me look right around like I'm crippled, you know? Well, I am, basically. No, not really. But the thing is they're not saying anything. All they're doing is just playing fast amounts of notes, and they're not grooving. Now, well, you listen to Dave Weckl, for example. Now, when he's playing away in his band, he's grooving, but then when it comes time for the solo, then away he shows his stuff, but he really backs the band up. So Weckl is the opposite of that. He's like really in the pocket, and he does a lot of really interesting things. But if you want to listen to a guy that really can play the song into the groove, Dave Weckl is one of the best at that. So anyway, that's my commentary for today. And Mr. Purdy, if you're out there and you listen to this, I hope you remember meeting me, and you know, and then taking the picture. He probably has no idea who the heck I am, but I'll always remember him. And he's still around, I know. It's great. You know, I heard around, I'll finish with this, Roy Burns, Mr. Roy Burns. I think he just turned 99 or 100, and he's still playing. How cool is that? I hope I'm here, right, when I'm 99 and I'm still playing. Oh man, right, I hope that I get a chance to just keep on playing. Thanks a lot, and I hope you guys like the story. See ya.